Hyperchromes are the most luxurious items in Jailbreak, and they are difficult to obtain. You have to spend a lot of hours in game to get one hyperchrome, and before you manage to do that, you will get dozens of one-offs. And if you are new to Jailbreak, your reaction may look like this. And the moment when you get the hyperchrome, well, may look like this. Hyper! As you can see, I've been there too. But what if I told you that you can actually predict the moment you get the hyperchrome? And no, I didn't mean that reaching 100% is an easy predict. Don't worry, it's not a lie about predicting. I mean, you can just watch this clip to believe that it is possible.
Wciąż.
Dropię! Yes! So, you may be wondering, how is that even possible? How did I know that I'm getting hyperchrome? Do I have something special? Well, I just have the knowledge about the rolls. You know, there is one specific thing which happens in 99% of lucky rolls, and when you know it, you can easily predict your luck. So I will just play this clip once again, but in half of the speed, so maybe you can notice the thing. Okay, if this didn't help, now I will play it very slowly. Yeah, that's the thing. I call this a first frame. This thing appears only for one frame of the hyperchrome roll, and when you take a closer look, it literally tells you how the end of the roll will look like. Actually, the only difference is the arrow position, but everything else looks the same. So, if you have good eyesight, you can easily catch if the hyperchrome is going to be at the end of the roll, since it has purple background and also its name is very long. Frame! Yes! Kurwa! Yes! Now, I have to say some other things about these frames before you go to Jailbreak and see that sometimes you are not getting a hyperchrome even though the frame was here. So first of all, you can say that you get a hyperchrome if the frame shows the hyperchrome in the middle. If you see a frame but hyperchrome slot is more on the left or more on the right, it will be the 1-off or even 2-off. And sometimes this leads to situations like this one. Hyper! And in this situation, I could be even more surprised, since I had a hyperchrome in a roll before the end. Yeah, that's the second thing. Usually when you get a hyperchrome, there is at least 2 hyperchromes in a roll. Most generic lucky rolls look like this. You pass one hyperchrome and land on the second one. So also, if you see a frame, but there isn't any hyperchrome in the roll, it will be the 1-off in 99% of cases. Unless the second hyperchrome will be just after the one you get a hyperchrome from, but that's pretty rare. Or even rarer, a single hyperchrome in roll and a drop. It happened only once for me, when I got over 100 hyperchromes. So, when you see the frame which shows the hyperchrome in the middle, and you see that one hyperchrome already was in the roll, prepare for the drop. And otherwise, you can always say that it'll be the 1-off, and don't get surprised by it like that.
A nie, power punch. Hold it, wrapa. Widziałem hyper, one-off. Aha, no. Aha, dostałem! Aha!
Co za chłop?
Aha! Aha!
And one more thing I have to say is, sometimes, for some reason, the frame you will see is not the first frame, but the second frame, or even the third frame, or even the lagged one. Second frame shows how the roll looks almost at the end, and can show you that you get the hyperchrome. Third frame works in similar way, and is also very rare to happen. happened actually only once to my friend in whole 3 years of grind. About lagged frames, I unfortunately don't have any recording of them, but they are just about glitched hyperchrome slot at the beginning of the roll, because sometimes the roll can start and the hyperchrome slot will not have a bottle in it, and sometimes they can look like a frame. So yeah, that's everything you have to know about the hyperchrome frames. Now, when you're trying to see the frames, you will be able to predict your own hyperchrome drops or one-offs. To help you in this, I prepared some clips of my one-offs and drops, so you can test yourself with seeing those frames. Anyways, I hope that this video helped you. Remember to like and subscribe, and see ya next time.